What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Jerry, aka the Brody, man. What's good, y'all? Hopefully, y'all doing pretty well. We're gonna react to a video called "I Lost $17,000 at Work" from Yo Yo AO8. Hey, man. If y'all like to see more videos like these, more reaction videos like these, or any other video ideas that you want me to entertain you with, man, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's get on into it, shall we?
She swings open the door, bam, and I see 4 of my managers and 2 cops in the room just glaring at me. She looks at me and says,
Let's
"Yo,
get
you're
this,
gonna
bro.
get to the point.
Got that done.
If you keep up with my videos, you know that in my life I worked at a grocery store, a Chipotle, and a karate dojo. But, you know, when you work multiple jobs, of course you're gonna get fired from at least one of them. So, of those jobs, I've been fired
Then
from
that's
the grocery
tough.
store and the Chipotle and the karate dojo. Yo, that's all of the jobs. Shut the and of these firings, the worst most definitely had to be the grocery store one. It was so bad, in fact, that the police had to get involved. So one day I was working a midday shift on a cash register, and it had to be like a Wednesday or something because the store was dead. And that's the worst because it makes your shift feel so much longer and more boring than it already is. So I'm sitting there wiping my register, questioning if I should chug the surface cleaner because I had already finished counting all the tiles on the ceiling. But then I see this girl around my age come up and I spring to action because I finally had something to do, but I noticed she doesn't have a cart. Instead, she had one of those prepaid bank gift card things that you can put money on. So she walks up and she's just mad cool. We're talking, joking around. We even talked about anime for a bit. This was just the type of customer. In the midst of the conversation, she hands me the prepaid card and asks me to put $500 on it. Now, me thinking she was joking around, I didn't do anything, but I realized she had stopped laughing and is just holding the card with her hand. $500 was definitely an unusual amount, but I figured since she was paying, sure, okay. So I scan the card, put the 500 on it, it approves, and I go to hand her the receipt, but she reaches down and grabs another card and tells me to put another 500 on it. So I scan, add the money, it approves. Now that this is actually over, I go to hand her the receipt, but she then grabs another card asking for another $500. At this point, I'm like, am I being flexed on? Like, what are you doing? I add the 500, hand her the card, and I'm thinking this has to be done now because this, 19-year-old girl has just spent $1,500. There is no way she has more. I can go back to cleaning my register because without a shadow of a doubt,
Man, not gonna lie though. I mean,
another card. And guess what she
I
does?
like similar situations in the past because I used to work at Price Right in
on the
Boston.
card, and we do this a good 7
But you know,
times. But then
like,
her card declined, so I let
yeah,
her know, and this
weirdo. I'm
chick
not stressing
proceeds
that,
to
you
grab a
know,
bag
but
full of
ridiculous.
credit cards. And I'm just looking at her like, what's going on? I ask her why she has a bag full of credit cards, and she tells me she runs a non-profit organization for sickle cell anemia awareness, and she has a barbecue that she's going to be throwing with her company, and that she's going to be handing out. And the credit cards in the bag that she's paying for all of this with belong
What
to
a
her coworkers,
load
and they
of
told her to get
cap.
the groceries.
What a little cap.
I'm sure anyone with a minimum of 2 functioning brain cells is thinking,
On
this is
God.
a little sus. Well, my 2 collective brain cells would also know what's going on if they weren't too busy fighting over 3rd place, because I believed everything that she said. I'm gullible, okay? Honestly, all you have to do is say something with a little bit of confidence, and I'll believe it. She even showed me a picture of a kid holding a basketball and told me it was her son. Bro, I just have too much faith in the universe, okay? It's my one and only flaw. Well, shut. After telling me this story, she pulls out this stack of prepaid cards and puts them on the table. I scan all of the cards, and each one she's putting $500. We would scan into one of the credit cards maxed out, and then she'd grab another credit card out of the bag and keep doing that. And on one hand, I'm like, wow, what a selfless young woman. She does not have to do this. We need more people like her in the world. And on the other hand, I'm thinking, would she believe me if I told her I had sickle cell anemia? Like, would she give me a call? Anyways, the stack runs out and we're at a grand total of at least $10,000. I've been scanning for like 30 minutes. Now at this point, this 19-year-old girl has just spent $10,000. There is no way she has more. I can go back to cleaning my register because this is without a shadow of a doubt.
10 racks?
She goes to the card aisle and grabs another stack of prepaid cards. And guess what she tells me to do? No, entertain me. Guess. What did she do? She tells me to put $500 on all of the cards. We finish up, and I don't know how much money she spent, but it was well over $15,000. I know that for sure. She leaves, I continue my day, and then I hear over the intercom, Johannes, I'm gonna need you in the office right now. And within seconds, a manager is walking me to the door, and they never work this fast, so I'm mad confused. I don't even log off the register. We're walking to the office, and I ask my manager, what's up? And she doesn't even look at me. She swings open the door, bam, and I see 4 of my managers and 2 cops in the room just glaring at me. She looks at me and says, yo, we were looking at the logs and we see a huge sum of money missing, around 17K. So why don't you explain that? I look at my manager, the 2 cops, the handcuffs that they're holding, and I get nervous and don't say anything. And then this one cop springs up. I'm just gonna get to the point. Do you know who this woman is? He shows me a picture of the girl with the credit cards. I just had her as a customer. I told them the whole sickle cell anemia story and about the credit cards and everything, and then they look at me like I'm stupid. They then explain that I got conned and how I should have seen it coming, but I'm like, nah, there's no way. She showed me a picture of her son holding a basketball. Kid holding basketball. One of these kids. I look over at the computer screen and my heart just drops because I see the exact picture on the screen. This girl showed me a Google image. They questioned me more and eventually let me go, but I have to bag groceries instead of scanning them, and I just know someone's about to come out here and fire me. So I'm bagging, and then I look at the door and I see the lady walking back to the register with the cards. This chick really came back. Why would she do that? She's just being selfish at this point. She looks and sees me bagging, and I think she can tell that I know what she's doing, and she gives me this look almost as if to tell me to pretend she's not there and just let her go. And I think me snitching on her is the only reason I kept my job. Yeah, I immediately called my manager, and the cops were still in the store, and I just see her leaving in handcuffs, and I guess she got arrested. Yes, I said Kevin. This isn't the story of me getting fired, okay. But this is too crazy not to tell you. But you know what's funny? The reason I got fired was actually much worse than this. But that's a story for another time. Hanging with some blue demons, I feel like I'm Zuko.
Yeah. So dude legit was, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, there's only a certain amount of money, and that's like under like $15, more or less $15. Like at least when I was still working at Priceway, where like you would just, that's the only amount of money that you will mistakenly like give too much to a customer. And after that, you get it written up. Do a couple more times, your ass getting fired. So, dude legit literally just threw in like 10 racks, over 10 racks. Couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me. If you missed the video, go and like the video, comment on the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe for your boy, man. And like I said, man, it's your boy, Jerry, aka The Brody. And we out of here. Simple as that. Oh, God.